Oh, I needed to download an update for the game that was only like a few kilobytes, it looked like. Odd. Like, it didn't say that an update was queued on Steam, but I clicked it and it said that I needed to install an update. Oh, now it's launching Ubisoft Connect and it's updating that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Allow this Ubisoft Connect service to make changes to your device. That's one. How many is it going to be today? Just one? Because I swear sometimes it'll be like 5 or 6 randomly. Oh, it says that I'm logging in. Preparing to launch your game. Okay. Synchronizing stuff with the cloud. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I've ever played this on a different machine than this one. I don't think. Did I take a different machine during Janlan or Megalan? I'm pretty sure I still took my main rig. It's coming up here. Just give it a moment. Just bear with it. Be patient. You're so impatient. Just wait. I could just boot up the game before I start streams, and that would help get things properly underway. But it's also funny to see how many times it wants permission to make changes to this device. Looks like it was only one today. And there's nothing up here at all right now. All right, well, that's great. Let's go ahead and set the game to that. And we have the game. And then I should be able to hit that button. And then we've got the camera and stuff is great. I think I'm actually going to let my hair down. Is what I think I would rather do. In some new development since the last time I streamed this game, I got a new camera. It's a 60 FPS camera now, as opposed to the 30 FPS one I was using before, which I do have set up right there, so you can compare like the difference in colors and frame rate and stuff here. I know that I needed to replace my secondary camera for a while because it had been dying. It was being really, really weird at Fragapalooza this year. And then I brought it back and it was no longer getting weird video, but it was stuck at like 2-second delay for some reason. I don't know why. Is my game muted or something? What's going on here? Nope. I just need to turn up my own volume here a little bit. And I was like, well, I'll replace my main camera, and then my main camera can just become like my secondary camera, and I just haven't had the need to set that up as my secondary camera yet, because the need has not yet arisen. But I'll do that eventually. Like, it's not like I'm 3D printing anything right now that I need to set it up for. So, hey, there's that. This camera isn't, like, really brand new anymore. Like, I've done a few streams with it, but this is the first Assassin's Creed Odyssey stream with it. Also, it is tracking, so it can follow me around, which is really great during Mario Party Jamboree when I was getting up and moving around. There we go. I was about to say now my stream deck isn't working, which is really great when I was getting up and moving around for Mario Party Jamboree, and it would follow me. And, again, the main reason why I upgrade my camera was because I needed to replace my secondary one, so I figured I may as well, like, go down the line of replacing the primary one and then cycle it down. But seeing the difference between like a 30 and a 60 FPS camera, it made me realize, wow, why did I not, wow, is it really lagging? Why did I not do that before? Because this really does seem to be like a night and day difference here. So I really wish I had done this before, and wow, is the game lagging today. How many other things are running right now that I can close? I don't need that. I can close a whole bunch of little things. I don't need that. What else don't I need? Firefox actually isn't eating up a whole lot of my CPU today. Sign into Steam, not Steam, but sign into Steam is taking up some stuff here. I can close my video editing software. I don't need that right now. I don't know why it would be lagging. Also, are my buttons working? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we get that. So I've been preparing a whole lot for the 24-hour charity stream 11 recently, because not this weekend, but next weekend that's going to be going on. So it's right around the corner here. Here we go, target that. So I've been doing a lot of preparation with different layouts and setting up different games of pinball, because that's what the 24-hour charity stream 11 is going to be. And tonight I was just like, you know what, let's just big chill with some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like, my priority has not been, like, super high to get through it, because, like, yeah, as long as I get through it before... Oh my god. This might not be a good night for streaming it. My computer wants to, like, randomly really, really lag. I need to figure out how to get down there. I was like, it's been a hot second, let's just big chill with this. Is what I figured I would do. I have a few event things coming up. I figured I might start a playthrough of Mario Party DS soon. not because of the release of Super Mario Party Jamboree, but because the final board of Mario Party DS is Bowser's pinball machine, and the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11 is supposed to be like all pinball things, so it'd be funny to do the final board during the event there as like one of the things that counts as a pinball game. I think that'd be kind of funny. So I'm thinking I might just start Mario Party DS like tomorrow. Halloween is 1 week away from now. You're not a bad guy, are you?
You need to move.
Okay, just making sure. I know it said it wasn't a restricted area. And last year, during the spooky month in general of October, I ended up playing The Walking Dead Season 1. So I figure for this actual Halloween, I'll probably just do Season 2. Out of my 3 spooky games that I have on my mental queue of things I want to play at some point, of Walking Dead Season 2, Last of Us Part 2, and Bloodborne. That one's by far the shortest, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to add anything too crazy right now. Those other things would probably be better for, like, throughout the month. And Walking Dead Season 2 would probably be better throughout the month as well, but whatever. I'll just do it, like, start to finish for Halloween. For funsies. And then 2 days after that is going to be the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11, the Extra Life event.
Ah, you've arrived. I'm honored that the Castillo
So
would
busy
accept my
around
humble
here.
request.
So I was like, yeah, let's just play some Assassin's Creed Odyssey tonight. Why not?
I thank you for coming to see me. I'm sure you're very busy.
Yep.
The burden my father gave you is not a light one.
It's a big job.
Lot to do around here, thanks
Pretty
to
sure that's the name of the job I was given, right?
If I can help, I will.
A noble pursuit. As my messenger stressed, the situation is dire. The Vicastis is just who I need.
Well, here I am.
It's my brothers, the Archons. They have issues with the human populations under their control. Tensions between Isu and humans are mounting. Without order, the problems will grow severe.
I'll try and use my position to help them where I can.
Find Hadiros, Amphiris, and Azeas. Through your shining example, I hope they learn the valuable lessons in discipline they so desperately need.
And if I help them, you're hoping it'll maintain the peace between Isu and humans.
That's the plan. Poseidon should have known they weren't ready for the responsibility an Archon bears. But that's his failing.
Oh my goodness, this is the most questions I've ever seen before a quest.
Tell me about Gaviros.
You'll find him near the arena, hard at work planning his next exhilarating spectacle, I'm
So
sure.
what's this role that people have been given that they
What should I
couldn't
know about
rise up
Amphiris?
to?
He's probably off terrorizing people near the fortified Doma of Ochtonos. Make
Of
sure you don't
Ochtonos.
sneak up on him. He's quite jumpy.
What about
Um,
Azais? Who is he?
You'll find Dir Azais wherever there is humanitarian work to be done. I heard there were some issues near the Doma of Amphiris.
Okay. What did the Archons do?
Archons where I'm from. Do they fulfill the same duties?
They are charged with overseeing and ruling the humans of Atlantis, ensuring all live comfortably and peacefully, a job at which I fear they're failing.
Okay. Why is there tension in Atlantis, huh?
Unrest between the two races. The underworld and Elysium were no different.
Time passes and tensions keep building. I expected my father to handle it, but Atlantis grows steadily worse, and no one wants to see what could happen if precautions are not taken.
Okay, I
I'll find the Archons.
guess I have what I
Make
need.
sure their problems are taken care of.
What? I looked almost like a gesture to say, like, hey, smile at him. Or when he was bowing his head a little bit, like maybe a gesture to be like, hey, you should bow afterwards. Was he gesturing to this room? Because the camera kind of showed that. Is there something important in here? Like, what? I don't understand. Okay, well. Yeah, I didn't really go into the stream with much of a plan. I was just like, hey, it's been a hot second, and let's go ahead and stream this. Because it has been a little while. Help Azais near the Doma of Amphiris. Doma of Atlas. So maybe if I go around getting viewpoints, I'll find this place or something? I was hoping this would be a little bit more clear cut. Like, I know that I could just go into settings and just have it tell me the places, but oh well. Yeah, usually when I've streamed this game lately, it's usually when I'm going into it with, like, more updates that I can share about various different stuff. I can chat a little bit about the plans with the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11 and what my preparations for that have looked like. I don't know how to exit this place, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm just gonna do this, actually, because I'm lazy as heck. But there's not really too much to share this time, just, like, I can't believe I didn't get a 60 FPS camera before. You can see a little filament box, like, on the floor behind me. A smidge, because that's a filament that's currently loaded into my 3D printer. That's not remotely the direction I was trying to jump, but okay. I didn't really feel like putting it back on, like, my little filament stack, so it's just there right now. Just ignore that. Oh, and you can see, like, on the couch, the cover of a 3D printed seed starter, but that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, I'm just here to play some video games. I figured, like, after I got this new camera, like, I might, oh, well, start a stream shortly after to talk about, like, the upgrade with that, but I didn't really end up doing one soon after. And at this point, it's been a hot second. It's not really new news around here. It's new to the Assassin's Creed series, my longest running series on the channel. I managed to get this during a pretty decent sale. I wanted to get a new camera for, well, one a little while here, but I wanted to specifically get it before the Extra Life coming up in the first weekend of November, the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11, because that's the charity event that I go to that's in the middle of West Edmonton Mall on the ice rink, and we literally spend the night without sleeping on the ice rink in West Edmonton Mall as the mall's closed down, and it's definitely quite the experience. I don't know why my brain, like, autofills things when I'm struggling to say stuff. Maybe I should just, like, stop talking if the right words aren't on the tip of my tongue and then resume a second later, but I only think about that after I've already said something that was wrong, like sleeping in the venue. I guess I'm used to other LAN parties where we do sleep in the venue. Wow, is everything lagging today? Holy crap, there we go. I don't know what it is with this game sometimes, huh? Oh, maybe I should have set it today. Would have made better thumbnails when stuff is a little bit clear. Alright, I'll keep on mapping stuff out here. And I wanted to be able to properly showcase the venue. And having... I wanted to properly showcase the venue with, like, a venue cam. With my secondary cam, that's my old primary cam. Is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to bring my current secondary cam and have it break Isu knowledge. I'm just noticing at the right. I wanted to properly showcase it. And also, this camera that I picked up here could be really good for showcasing the venue because it has two motors for the different directions here, so I can point it in whatever direction I want while inadvertently controlling the game there. And I think that that's pretty cool and will help me showcase the venue pretty well. Alright, click back onto the game. Sure, I guess I'll get more viewpoints here. I don't see other things. I don't see them. Like, would that be a Doma? I can swing by places as I go. Because it's all these different Domas that I have to go to. But yeah, so I got this in. I still need to play around with it a little bit more before the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11. There's all sorts of different things I can set up with it. I can assign different things to my stream deck. So I'll probably go at my stream deck buttons and, like, reorganize things. I've been using the same setup for a long time, but it's not exactly the best. And there's a lot of buttons that are for functions I don't even use anymore. So I'll definitely have to reorganize my stream deck and put in some things for my camera here now. Is what I shall probably have to do. Haven't gotten too much of a chance to play with it yet. One of the things it can do is it can recognize, like, hand gestures for different things like zooming in. Like, I could do that and tell it to zoom in and then zoom out again. And it's not right now because I disabled it because I noticed it would, like, randomly zoom in without me noticing when I didn't even have my hands up. And I'd be, like, so incredibly confused. So I don't know why it would do that, but I assumed that it was thinking that there was something that it sort of recognized as a hand gesture. Archive. Wait. And this is, this looks like the symbol of Isu knowledge there. So is this something important for me to go and do, actually, even if it's not the direct thing I'm looking for? Isu Gateways. Each completed knowledge sequence grants Cassandra access to new areas warded by Isu Gateways. These gateways were put in place to restrict access to greater intelligence and resources. Only those who have reached a certain level of intellectual understanding may enter. So do I need the first level to enter this one? Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I should try to stay out of...
Try to stay out of sight, I assume she was about to say. Why, though? Yeah, they're all just near domas. So... But yeah, so I am glad to have a nice new camera. I wish that I'd upgraded this earlier, but hey, better late than never. Like, even just, like, the difference in colors with this compared to my old cam here. Like, it makes the room look so much more green with the lights around here. So do I have, like, a loose strand? Just, like, whatever. We'll have to have her there. So yeah, definitely a good upgrade to make. It'll be fun trying it out at West Edmonton Mall for the Extra Life event. And it's looking like for the Extra Life event, like I'm gonna be running a, I probably mentioned it at some point in this series, but don't know when the last time would have been. Gosh dang, I don't know how to get up here. A Smash Bros. Free play area. Originally the plan was to host a small Smash tournament at the venue, but that didn't quite end up working out like schedule and space-wise, so a Smash free play area is what's turned into instead for an hour. The tricky part is going to be figuring out running a cable from the stage to my stream setup so that my own 24-hour charity stream can continue. And, we'll see. Worst case scenario, I'll run like a really, really long USB 3 cord from my capture card closer to the stage. But I've heard that apparently it's a lot better to have like long HDMI cable than a long USB cable because you'll lose like video quality along that way. But we'll see what I can end up doing. I've been chatting with some of the Extra Life people about that, and at this point I'm wondering if we might just figure it out like then and there with what we have on hand. Like, alright, what can we throw together now that we're actually here and can figure this out? So we shall see, because I would very much like to keep the stream going, not have it end for me doing like a in-person thingamabob there. And here and there I've been 3D printing like a few... Are you kidding me? Why can't I... Can I not? Oh, are you kidding me? Come on, please. Just climb it. There we go. My goodness. Here and there, I've been 3D printing some dragons in Extra Life colors. Like, not that one there. Oh yeah, I also printed, a little gem rock stand that I found online. No, that's my dragon that I usually just have around here. Here, like this one on my desk. I've been printing some dragons in the Extra Life colors to potentially give to people that are there, like, donating in person while I'm running the, Smash station, since anyone can come up and play there. So, I'll just put this guy here for now. So, I haven't been printing anywhere near as much as I did for Fragapalooza, since the Fragapalooza... Whoop, my jacket is getting caught on my armrest. Since the Fragapalooza ones were meant as, like, tournament prizes, I needed to have, like, X amount ready for people to take home for the tournaments. But with this, it's just like, yeah, I'll just bring a whole bunch and then, like, decide on, like, some amount that people can donate, and then, I'll give them a dragon if so, like, say, like, 20 bucks or something like that, I don't know. If they donate to the charity, to the Stollery Children's Hospital, then I'd give them one of those as a thanks, some appreciation, is what I figure makes sense. So, we're doing a little bit of that. A little smidge of 3D printing here and there. I'm still having a little bit of trouble with printing Pet G. It's starting to get a little bit lighter. I don't need to turn it today. Dawn is approaching here. So, yeah, I'm getting a few of those printed. I'll only be running this Smash Station for like an hour, so it's not like I'll be there doing things with the public in person for super long. Like 1 hour is not super long at all, but I hope it'll be a super fun hour. People will get a kick out of it. That is the hope, at least. Is there any Doma around here, maybe? That'd be cool. Alright, it would have been nice if there was like a shot of the moon somewhere in that, but oh well. Is there a Doma? It's not really gonna show me. This is probably a Doma. It looks like a big, important building. So I'm going to assume that it is and head over here and see what's going on over this way. So, should be fun, I think, though. Should well be fun. It'll be cool if I end up seeing, like, any familiar faces from the Fragapalooza tournaments there to play a little bit of Smash just purely for fun. Doma of... This is... I did find one, but not The one that I need. There's 3 ones that I need. Diaprepes. I'm looking for Amphores, Autokinos, and Elasipos. Oh, that isn't the one I'm looking for either. Okay. Would there be a Doma over at these places? Maybe? That looks important. Would that just be like one of these? One of those archives? Am I gonna need to clear all the archives to, like, beat this? Just like there was objectives around the world at other places. The first one was take away Persephone's control. The second one was, like, defeat all the guys that Hades wants me to defeat. And this one is gonna be to visit all the archives, probably? I don't know. Ow. Also, in terms of the future of this series, there isn't a massive ton left to this game. There's just whatever content there is of this episode. One Lost Tale of Greece that I haven't done yet. And then there's technically one more DLC that's, like, apparently a pretty short one, just a couple hours, that they added, like, 2 years or something like that after this game came out. A small one, so I figure I'll just do that at HalloLAN when that's going on. So I have 2 LAN parties that I'm going to in November. There's gonna be Extra Life 2024, and there's gonna be HalloLAN 2024. Extra Life being the 24-hour charity stream that I'm doing as part of the game day fundraising event for the Starlight Children's Hospital. And HalloLAN being a Mega FPS LAN event. That's basically the same as, like, Jan LAN, Mega LAN, hosted by the exact same group. So I figure I'll probably finish off this playthrough then. And then I'll have showcased this game at, like, so many LAN parties throughout the year. Jan LAN, Mega LAN, Fragapalooza, and HalloLAN. I would showcase it at the Extra Life event, but that's for pinball games this year. And I don't think there's anything in this game that necessarily corresponds to pinball-related things. So, not gonna be showcasing this at West Ed. Gonna have to, in case anyone wants to see that, gonna have to tune into some of my pinball stuff on the channel to see what that's like. But that'll still be across a lot of, wow, the lag. That'll still be across a lot of different LAN events. This whole playthrough with how long it's taken. So it's currently the 24th of October. And HalloLAN is November 22nd to 24th. So all I gotta do is beat this episode and One Lost Tale of Greece before November 22nd. So that's, yeah. Hold on. Here, let's check these out. I'll map them out, see what they are, I guess. I don't know if there'd be, like, any domas on the outskirts of this doma, but may as well check it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there would be. Nope, that's another archive. Well, I'm mapping stuff out, at least. That's probably a doma there, isn't it? Whatever a doma is. It means something or other. Also, these lines all over the place, these little white lines that keep appearing, very much remind me of, like, the Animus effects, which I assume it's probably going for here. I would say yes. Hello, Mythic. I hope things are going well today. I've been really unimpressed with a lot of Nintendo's releases this year. Like, so far, up until Mario Party Jamboree, there hadn't been a single Nintendo game that I genuinely liked. Like, Princess Peach Showtime, I almost said Super Princess Peach, but Princess Peach Showtime I thought was crap. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, I thought was crap. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, I thought had some interesting ideas, but I thought was kind of crap. But Super Mario Party Jamboree, like, I was just playing that just for the sake of showcasing the new Mario Party on the channel. Like, oh, there's a new Mario Party coming out. I guess I'll play it and showcase it and maybe play it with some, wait. Fortified Doma. Still not what I'm looking for. Dang it. Well, keep on searching around. So I was just planning on playing it for the sake of playing it, play it with some content creator friendos and showcase it on my channel. But genuinely, it's a lot of fun. I really like a lot of the things in it. It's not perfect. Like, I do have some complaints about it. But I definitely think it's easily the best Mario Party game on the Switch. Because the first game, Super Mario Party, if I recall, this was 6 years ago, so it's been a hot second. If I recall, it was like very Joy-Con based and motion control based and important for that kind of stuff, so it felt like pretty gimmicky. Pretty sure you had to play with a single Joy-Con, and it's like, well, what if you just want to sit down and press buttons with like a Pro Controller or something like that? And then you just can't. Then Mario Party Superstars was literally as par for the course as you could get with a Mario Party game, considering it was just literally 5 old boards and a whole bunch of old mini games. So it was like, yeah, this is pretty standard Mario Party, just re-experiencing some of the boards and mini games that you know, except now with a like updated graphics and cleaner UI and stuff like that. So Superstars was fun, but it was about as standard like Mario Party you could get. With Jamboree, I actually really like it. It actually seems like it actually feels like the natural next step forward. Like Super Mario Party felt like the obligatory, hey, we have a new console, let's do something that's gimmicky specifically for that console. Superstars was the throwback of like, hey, here's old stuff that you like. And then Jamboree is like the actual new Mario Party game that they've actually like learned from and are putting new things in that aren't gimmicky messes and is actually super fun. I'm playing the indie roguelike Windblow. Launched on Steam Early Access today. It's a vibe. Interesting. Superstars was a new experience to you in a way because what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Should I just like teleport over here and then work my way over? Like that might be faster. My goodness. Superstars was a new experience to you in a way because other than watching YouTube content, you never experienced any Mario Party games except DS, really? Let's see Mario Party DS being mentioned, your childhood DS GOAT. Yeah, I plan on playing it tomorrow, I think, because tomorrow seems like a day that I'll have time in the evening. Like, in the early evening, I'll be going over to a friend's place. One of my friendos that I grew up with in the German bilingual program. Holy crap. I didn't even jump in this, are you kidding me? When it was right there? Don't know what the point of putting that there is then. Where am I going? And the plan to play Mario Party DS here very soon has nothing to do with the release of Jamboree. Like, it's a complete coincidence that the reason why I want to play DS came up, like, right after a new Mario Party release. I want to play it because of the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11. Because I'm doing, like, all pinball games for that, and the final board of Mario Party DS just so happens to be Bowser's Pinball Machine. So if I do, like, the first 4 boards here before the Extra Life event, then I can just save doing the final board for the Extra Life event, and then it'll count as, like, pinball-related things, even though it's not a pinball game per se. I'd say it counts. And there's a couple Mario Party games with boss fights, like Jamboree has boss fights as well, and Mario Party 9 has boss fights. I don't remember the boss fights from Mario Party DS because it's been a long time, but it's probably the Mario Party game I have the most hours in, so I'd probably recognize a bunch of the mini games. Like, I played so much Mario Party DS as a kid. I would sometimes play it with friendos after school and stuff like that. Mario Party DS is your boy. Well, then just show up to the Extra Life event in person, 1v1 me. No, so yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. And while I do have more than enough pinball games to keep me occupied for 24 plus hours if I really want to, I feel like if I'm just doing that straight, like even with the break of doing like an hour of Smash Bros. Free play, I'm gonna lose my mind. So having like Mario Party DS that I can just interject like a board in will not only be thematically fitting, but it will also help with my sanity. It's kind of the idea in the back of my mind. Help with my sanity without being so far removed from pinball stuff. Like, I know that Smash isn't really related to pinball stuff, but that I want to do because Extra Life Edmonton had asked me, like, if I'd be willing to host, like, a Smash Bros. Event for them, and I was like, heck yeah! Yeah, I'll totally do that. That sounds fun. I got to, like, host an event on the stage and anyone can come up and play. I'm not going to say no to that. That sounds fun. That sounds like a great time there. And yes, I do plan on doing Waluigi Pinball in a couple ways. So, one of the, I can pull up the page of the, thingamabob that I got set up here. Also, how's it going today, Rodora Master? Let's see here. I set up, the page for this event. Well, about that. Let's see here. So, hey, look, there's all the stuff in the chat. So I set up my page for this year, the Extra Life page, and threw together, like, the little graphic there. I plan on doing all the Nintendo pinball games, which I'm counting as those that use a Nintendo IP or are directly developed by Nintendo. If I did all the Nintendo published pinball games, then I'd be playing so many pinball games, including things like the Little Mermaid 2 pinball something or other for the Game Boy Color that I found out was a thing, and is officially published by Nintendo. And as funny as that would be, I figure, hey, let's just do like the Nintendo developed or Nintendo IP using ones, which conveniently is actually 11 pinball games. Like, it's exactly that. And of those 11 games, I managed to get 9 to work. So maybe 2 I just pull up YouTube videos of and just talk about, like, hey, this is the history behind this. I couldn't get Game & Watch pinball working, and I couldn't get e-reader pinball figured out either. But, like, those aren't super important, right? And my little cousin that's coming along with me is planning on playing Elden Ring from a new save file, trying to defeat all Remembrance bosses. Like, start to finish the event. So yeah, my plan is just like, yeah, let's get through the 11 there, and I'll play them in the order that they were released, and it might be a little bit of a surprise for some people what some of the games are. So things like Pokemon Pinball are pretty obvious, like, yeah, that's one of them. But some of them might be like, whoa, that was a pinball game that was made? Really? So I want it to be, like, kind of surprising along the way of, like, whoa, that's crazy that that was a thing. And then I was like, yeah, we might do some other things like Waluigi Pinball or Bowser's Pinball Machine, where it's, like, pinball-themed parts of games. And yeah, when it comes to Waluigi Pinball, I was like, yeah, if we hit, like, halfway to the fundraising goal, let's just do, like, community Waluigi Pinball. How about in Mario Kart? We can do that. And we can also play the, Mario Party Jamboree Waluigi Pinball, since that's an addition now. But if I have enough time at the end, I'm going through them in chronological order, and it's possible that I beat Windows Prime Pinball. It is possible that I beat Metroid Prime Pinball with time to spare yet in the event. Like, I'm gonna be going for probably 25-ish hours here, something like that. And I don't know how much time everything is gonna take. I think I'm gonna have more than enough time to get all the way through to beating Metroid Prime Pinball. So I just wrote down here, like, well, if I beat that, then with whatever time happens to be left, then I have 2 more pinball games in the back of my mind that I can play that are outside that Nintendo bubble. Yeah, the first one is one that people that had Windows 95 may recognize, and the second is one that I found out about when I was researching just, like, all pinball games on Nintendo consoles at all, and I found one of the weirdest video games I think I've ever seen. And so yeah, that might just be going on at the end of the event in a couple weeks time. So if I do end up getting to that, it'll probably be one of the wackiest playthroughs ever on the channel. So you'll get to see what that game is probably soon enough here. Little cousin doing his, like, own challenge run there. Here's a little thing about, like, yeah, if you're there in person, that's where you can find me and stuff. I was thinking about having oven mitts be, like, a thing that could be redeemed there, like I usually do at 24-hour cherry streams. But I'm gonna be playing all these games with a controller anyway, and hitting, like, bumpers and flippers, and it's like, okay, it doesn't actually nerf me that much, now that I think about it. Like, so I took that off. And I have the blindfolded one, as I usually do, and I sent my little cousin a message being like, hey, if this was one of the rewards that people could redeem, like, would you be cool with that? And he was like, sure, okay. So I put a thing there where people can make us switch games for a little bit, where we're gonna be sitting right next to one another anyway. So he just, like, we'll just, like, switch our chairs around or something like that, and then he can play pinball on my computer for a little bit while I play Elden Ring on his computer. And I've been setting up my layouts to show both, like, my pinball and, like, his Elden Ring run. It can just go through my capture card, so you can see both our progress at once. And then there's something a little bit more engaging than pinball going on the side if you, get a little bit tired of pinball, like I probably will. And then I put, like, this stuff here, and that's the, that's a plan here. Isn't it just so satisfying when you land that 0.00 inch score in Study Fall? I wouldn't remember this. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna be coming back to me when I play Mario Party DS. It's especially great when it's the permanent record on your save file, so you can flex on your friends. Yeah, I have no idea what Study Fall is anymore. But yeah, we're playing all the Nintendo pinball ones. Yeah, those are separate games there. So both of those are under there, yes. But what a lot of people don't know is there's actually a third Pokemon pinball game that I found out about. That is definitely the weirdest of all of them, I will say. And on a platform I did not know existed before doing my research. On a little bit of a unique device. This is one of the places I need to be. Help Gaderos near the Doma of Elasipos. Actually, I own Pokemon Pinball for Game Boy. The one with the AAA battery that you put into the cartridge for the rumble motor. With the battery on rumble motor, livid lumps on the cartridge. It's hideous. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I unfortunately won't be able to play the real deal, but don't tell Nintendo. You had that one, Door Master? Okay, so, like... Oh, that's awkward, isn't it?
Don't want to be caught here.
Uh-oh. Rut-row raggy.